Hello. So I'm back. Yes. So this time I'm building in Aluna Island again because I have a secret goal of building on all the lots. So anyway, I'm building on lot number 41 today, or a week ago, when whatever. Oh, a lot of spinning around. Yes. So this house I called the Botanical Garden. So the idea was I wanted to have an indoor garden with a tree indoor. Yeah, that was the idea. It did end up quite looking like a box. But anyway, that was what the idea was. So after a bit of Pinteresting and Googling, I came up with this house. So I've just done the outline of the house and doing some stairs and the windows and a balcony from the living room area. Initially, anyway, and I had planned to make the garden the living room area, but I moved away from that idea as soon as I started to build it, because the plants took far too much room. So I couldn't fit in any couches or TV or other living room stuff. So now what I'm doing now, I'm making a pathway for your sim to use. They actually use it. At least mine used it. That's mainly because it's so much plants there, so they don't have any that much choice. Now I'm choosing a tree for the indoor, so I found all the trees that I liked, and I know that's what I'm doing now. I'm putting into the future garden carpet thing. Well, I didn't really need to do that because I could just use the move object. But anyway, so putting out down the flowers, but I have to move them later because I came up with another idea. I wanted to have a river, or small river, running through the house, and some reason it wouldn't want me to put it close to that at one square because it wasn't flat. Well, it's not as flat as the other areas, so I have to struggle a little bit. There I moved all the plants out again, so yes. And it kind of bothered me that I couldn't make the pool area a perfect circle, but I fixed that later by putting rocks around it, so it kind of looks like it's circular, and at that area it looks like the river goes under the pathway like a bridge, but of course it doesn't, because you can't put a floor tile on top of water in the game. So I'm trying to put all the plants back where I put them from, and you just saw me do a little bit of cheating there because of that river going from the outside and into the house. I couldn't put a wall over there, so I just sneaked the window in there. So actually this makes the game believe that the indoor garden is actually outdoor. So when the paperboy or neighbors or any visitors come to ring your doorbell, they actually go into the garden and ring and put the newspaper on the ground before that door underneath the balcony, or I ringed that doorbell. So that's something you should know. Now I have finally moved on to the floor plan, and I wasn't sure how much space that the wardrobe thing took up, so I had to pull it out. So it's the upstairs is a bedroom, a wardrobe, and a bathroom. It's a walk-through bedroom now. Walk-through closet, not a walk-in closet, but a walk-through. So you have your bedroom, and then you walk through the closet to your bathroom. Yes. And now I decided I wanted to have a mirrored wall, reflective wall. I guess it's kind of inspired by that house that Curtis Paradise made, but not in the same scale. Anyway, now I have started to do the colors of the bathrooms, and not just colors, the whole complete bathrooms. I mixed things up a bit this time for myself. I never do the garden at first. I always end with the gardens, but this time the garden was the main idea, so I had to start with the garden, and then I moved on to the interior. So this bathroom is quite big, quite large, so I could have made it smaller, but no, I didn't want to make it smaller, so it's just a lot of space. I wish you could change the color of those bottles on that shelf. That would be cool, but I probably aren't going to do that. But for Sims 4, do more of color changing possible. It would be cool. So I put that into the future shelf underneath the sink for some table space. And then the second corner in the shower area, I made a garden space area. And later I discovered that square plant thing poked through the wall, so at the end I go back and rearrange the plants, because I can't have that poking through the wall when it doesn't have to. So this is the bedroom on the second floor, and then bathroom, sorry, and then this is the bathroom on. I've moved quite too fast. Anyway, there's 3 bathrooms, one large up top and a small one on the second floor, and on the ground floor there's also a large bathroom with a shower and toilet and sink. So this is the bedroom, which doesn't have very much stuff in it. I guess I kind of forgot about it and I just moved on to something else. But anyway, it's a bedroom with an office area, and I didn't even put in a computer. So there's flowers in the bedroom. There's a lot of flowers going on in this house. Of course, it does have an indoor garden, so but anyway, still working on the bedroom with some. I was trying to figure out what kind of art I will have on the walls, so I used a few of the art, the paintings from, I think they came with Roaring Heights, a lot of them, and that one came from 70, 80 stuff, but it didn't fill out that area underneath that shelf piece, so I had to go with this art, yeah, another piece of art. I'm trying to find a couch that will fit perfectly in that area, and I went with that couch again from the 70s, 80s, 90s, whatever stuff back, and it did bother me that it curved around that way, so I just used the cheat code disable snapping 2 slots on Alt and sneaked it in that coffee table thing. That coffee table is quite weird because you can put some stuff on it, like that pile of clothes and some flowers, but you can't put magazines or other stuff on it. It's weird, and I figured I didn't know what to put in all of this space, so I put in a grand piano and a upright bass and a guitar. So now I have started on the kitchen. This time I'm doing the kitchen in another way than I usually do. So it's a walkthrough kitchen, but it will actually be quite awkward to cook in this kitchen because you have to walk around that kitchen island to get to the fridge and the sink. So anyway, and I wanted to have a large dining table, so I tried a few different kind of setups, and I just went with that, and there was too many chairs, so I had to delete them. Anyway, and how long is I've been going on? Okay, so finally I am putting in all the lights because I didn't put any lights until this point in the building, and so after I have put in all the lights, I will finally go back and fix the plants in the upstairs bathroom, I believe. And then there will be some screenshots of the building. That's fun. So putting in some bite-bug lights all over the... Oh, I forgot. I haven't put in the roof yet, so that's something that comes soon. And the lot wasn't flat, so I struggled to put in that platform thing on the roof, but I got it in the end after some messing around with the constraint floor elevation cheat. But so blah 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 blah. But anyway, this house will of course be available on the Sims 3 exchange, and I will also post it on to the SimSupply page, to the Aluna Island browse page thing. Yes, now we have moved on to the screenshots. That was the bathroom upstairs, and the upstairs with the bedroom, and this is the living room with the beautiful painting that my sim made. Yay! And looking over the garden and the reflective wall, and still the living room with that nice fence thing to the staircase, and this is the kitchen, and then there is the outdoor, and then the indoor garden, sorry, and then there's the outdoor and the house from afar, and that's it, and thanks for watching, and have a nice day. Goodbye.